Hey everyone, it's Kristen. So I just finished filming the Uncanny X-Men 18 video in my other room, and yeah, oh, it's super hot because anytime I film videos, I have to turn off the air conditioning slash heater because it is so noisy when it comes on. So it's like 83 degrees in the house because it's insanely hot here. So I'm gonna try to make this brief. So for Saturday and Sunday, we have Blade, which I always thought he was a cool character. I loved the movies, even though I'm not like a huge like vampire, horror kind of fan. Those movies were awesome. And then for Monday, we have Jewel, and it just says Jessica Jones possesses superhuman strength and the power of flight. She's a skilled detective and formidable in hand-to-hand combat. And her like power of flight is not like other people's power of flights. Like sometimes it gives her a little bit of trouble. Like she's not proficient in flying, I will say. And then for the stamp, we're doing the recap of the stamps. So we have Kingpin, the Stranger, Morbius. Sometimes it's hard to tell what they're. Oh, Kingpin, the Stranger, Morbius, Dormammu, the Swordsman, the Owl, Kang, and Ghost Rider. I mean, you can probably see them, but like it's hard for me to see them from back here in the screen, in the video screen. So those are stamps 73 through 80. Ugh, can't talk all of a sudden. So then we have Rhino, Mary Jane, Dragon Man, Doctor Doom, Lilith, Dracula's daughter, Zemo, because he just went by Zemo at this point, not Baron Zemo, J. Jonah Jameson, and the Leader, and that's stamps 81 through 88. So, I thought it was interesting that, of course, Spider-Man being their I guess most valuable recognizable property, I will say, especially at this point in 75, Spider-Man had a whole lot of stamps that were related to him. Like he had pretty much all of his main villains. Even Mary Jane and J. Jonah Jameson got their own stamp. I'm surprised Aunt May didn't get her own stamp, but that probably would have been taking it too far. Doom, I love Doom. Refers to himself in the third person like any good villain should. And he's just so confident, so full of himself, and I think that kind of makes me like laugh sometimes when he's like, Doom is this, Doom is that, Anyway. And then Dragon Man, okay. I thought he was really interesting, like his origin and stuff. And people started getting their Dragon Man, Marvel Legends Dragon Man in. I will say he looks really, really cool. If I even remotely collected Fantastic Four, I definitely would have wanted him. But like I said, I try to stick to just X-Men. Otherwise, I'd be so broke and I'd have no. Well, I am running out of room as it is, but I would really not have any room if I tried to collect everything. I mean, but he does look really cool. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit like had that little tinge of jealousy when I'm like, oh, he looks awesome. He looks really cool, man. But it's okay. Like I said, that's why I made the whole just stick with X-Men, so you don't have that fear of missing out on everything else, because like I said, otherwise I would definitely be wanting him because he looks awesome. And then for 89 through 96, almost done, we have Hammerhead, Thor, Hela, and they say specifically Hela, goddess of death, Freya, Silver Surfer, Electro, Mole Man, and Doc Ock. Of course, they call him Dr. Octopus. So, I'll have to say my favorite stamp out of these stamps, ooh, That's tough. I don't know. That's tough, honestly. Because, of course, there's no X-Men related characters. And yeah, that's tough. I don't know. I think, well, okay. I like Mary Jane, so maybe Mary Jane would be out of my favorite out of these stamps that we are just talked about. But like I said, Dragon Man, he looks pretty cool. If I collected anything other than X-Men, I would have definitely ordered him, but it's okay. I don't need him. I don't need him in my X-Men collection, even though he has interacted with the X-Men before, but it's okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will join me for the next video. And then, yeah, we're pretty much almost done. Just 4 more stamps, and then we'll find out what is in the rest of this book, because we still have this much left. So yeah, I don't know what the rest of these stamps or the rest of this book is going to be about, but we'll find out in the next video. So until then, bye.